Alright friends, right here we've got the new PvP loadout. I've always been a hunter main, but I've been experimenting with Titan, and last season with the introduction of Arc 3.0 was pretty insane. Let's get the preamble over. It's still really good. This is what I'm probably going to be using in the competitive playlist. Mostly I've been using it a little bit. I used it a little bit in 6v6. It's actually really fun. Hit a few clips that were just so sick, but I just want to show it to you really quickly here before I go to bed. So we're using Arc Titan, we're using Thunder Crash. There's lots of reasons. I'll explain that in a minute. A lot of people use Catapult Lift. Use what's good for you. I don't have the scroll wheel bound. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to try to learn it. I'm good with strafe lift. I'm so used to strafe lift already. Anyways, I love the zoomy with the strafe lift. We got barricade. You can do thruster if you want, but it won't make sense with this build because I'm using Citans. So seismic strike for more mobility. We've got storm grenade. You can honestly use lightning grenade if you want to. Depends on your preference here. I've got touch of thunder, so it's going to be great for either of those grenades. Knockout is the obvious one here, I think. Really insane. You also heal from your melee attacks. So good. The fragment choices are Spark of Resistance for damage resistance when there's lots of enemies. I'm pretty sure in one of my clips this was definitely active. I'm gonna have to go investigate it, see if it shows up on the screen or something, because I couldn't believe I survived.
Capture. You have zone advantage. Enemy has advantage. 2 for 1. Triple down.
We've got Spark of Feedback for just more resilience, and you know, sure, my melee does more damage if they melee me. Then we've got While We're Critically Wounded, our grenade and energy and our melee energy regenerates quickly. Sure, we like more ability energy. And then Spark of Magnitude, our arc grenades linger. And actually, you know what? We might be changing Spark of Recharge into the Jolt one. That's what we actually need to do. Yes. So you can really go either way, Spark of Recharge or Jolt, but Jolt is so insane. So do your thing. So Thunder Crash is because if you get Rift, you're definitely gonna want to use Thunder Crash too, because you can just score goals. Because Thunder Crash, you know, it's insane. So my weapon choices here are because, wow, based on the new shotgun changes, they made certain frames of shotguns have certain pellet spreads. Precisions are really insane. And Duality, when it's firing from the hip, is a precision frame. And it's got the most cracked stats. It's insane. And if I ADS, it's a pellet. It's the best of both worlds. As far as I'm concerned, this is basically the only PvP shotgun in the game right now. That's how it feels for me. I've tried some other things. I don't have a lot of precision frames. Man, this one feels good. It feels crazy. So I'm on it. For the weapon, I'm choosing this Peace of Mind. You can use whatever pulse rifle is good for you. I usually use No Time to Explain, but I can't use that with Duality. We got Peace of Mind if it's short range. I just literally got this Prolonged Engagement with a rangefinder killing wind, ricochet rounds. It's basically max range. It'll be the one that I swap to depending on the maps. But pulse rifle is going to be key here, because if the meta seems to be Citan Ramparts, which it does seem to be, and if you're playing against a team of them, you're going to want to be able to swap onto anti-barrier pulse rifle, which will make you kill those barriers faster. You can also, if you want, you can use the new season pulse rifle. Let me bring it over real quick for you. It is a Hawkeye pulse rifle, I believe. Yeah, let's check this out. Yep, and it's got the Hawkeye origin trait here that'll deal more damage against barricades. So if you want to use that instead, you can do that too. And you'll get so much extra damage, you'll kill those barriers instantly, so they stop being so annoying. And then all I'm really using in mods over here is mods that help the gunplay. Shotgun targeting, pulse targeting, pulse and shotgun dexterity, pulse rifle and flinching, double. And then down here, I just have one of the season artifact mods to get +5 mobility. just because I was at 46, and it doesn't really matter. 40 was going to be completely fine. 20, 40, 30, all that's good on a Titan. I decided we'll try out 50, so that's it. And then we've got quick charge down here to put my dualities handling at 100. So, you know, powerful friends, charge with radiant light, get more stats. So, and then the reasons for the stat splits are, you don't really need to get to 100 because it only improves your barricade recharge timer by 1 second. And man, if you're activating your barricade every single time on the second, okay, maybe you want to go to 100. For most cases, I think 90 is going to be very nice. And 90, I would like 100 recovery, but I couldn't really afford it with the rest of the stats I'm trying to get here. 90 is really awesome too. You could go with 80, sure. This was at 80 discipline. If you take the jolt mod off and you put on spark of recharge, you can be up to 80. I chose 80 and 80 on the two abilities here, grenade and strength, because I mean, I could have done a build where I had 100 in discipline, or instead 100 in strength. And the thing is, as you get higher, the returns are slightly diminishing. The difference between 90 and 100 is a little bit more significant, but the difference between 80 and 90 isn't. So I like to just either stop at 80 or go all the way to 100. So I stopped at 80, and in this case the grenade is at 70, so that's fine too. And then I always try to keep my intellect right at 30. If it's below 30, you're never getting your super, like, basically ever. And anything above 50 is mostly wasted in my opinion. Shadebinder slightly benefits from maybe like 60. You could do 70. You're really not going to get two supers out in a match almost ever. So it doesn't matter too much unless you're really super crazy hyper competitive. You're really timing your supers. Your team is so cracked. You're making orbs so as fast as you can so that your other teammates get their supers and you're just crushing your opponents. So if that's not you, don't worry about it. Set it to 30, 40, 50. You're going to have a great time. This is it. This is the explanation. And I'm really enjoying it. It's crazy. So maybe try it out. Maybe don't. Either way, have a good day.